I want to quickly go over a bit about fabric that apparently deserves a whole small video, just about grain, weave, warp, weft, bias, and selvage. I'm no expert, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm making this video so that we're all starting at the same speed. When I say things, we all know what I'm blabbering on about. The weave is just the horizontal and vertical individual yarns that make up the fabric. The grain is along those yarns and/or those threads. The selvage is the raw edge on the long edge. Along the same grain is the warp. Good way of remembering is warp, walk, walking down the length. Warp has most of the strength and the least give. It can't be stretched so much. Weft is the width. It has more stretch than the warp. And obviously it's the one that isn't the warp, but weft, width, kind of. It's a stretch, but still. The bias is at a 45-degree angle to the two of them. As you come off the grain, i.e. the warp and weft, there is a greater amount of stretch in the fabric and the most amount of stretch on the 45-degree true bias. This applies to almost all suiting fabrics that don't have an artificial stretch from elastine or anything. We need to know this because we use the bias of fabrics to stretch them. Almost more importantly is that a lot of the seams that we cut aren't on the warp or the weft. Hence, there's a certain amount of stretch in all the edges. We need to be careful sometimes when ironing and sewing the seams because they might stretch and pull, thereby changing our patterns. Knowing this helps us avoid doing exactly that.